Hello and welcome to my lovely space. My name is Onomakuku Manganye, and I'm happy that you're back here and you're joining me once again on another video where I'm just basically unpacking my thoughts. And you should know by now that angisiwuye nje umahamba yedwa, okay? I'm with, of course, my teddy bear. Which one is it? I'm with my teddy bear, and order of the day, housekeeping. I am still reading Paulo Coelho 11 minutes, and I still have my journal, still have my cup with warm water just to keep myself hydrated. Let me start with that. Go imagine. Guys, we are within cold days and nothing is cute about it at all. Right. And today, what I am unpacking, the thought that has been on my mind throughout the rest of the day or for some time now, and it's sparked like it really just rose to my mind. And yeah, I've just been pondering over that, has been, I'm ungrateful, right? But I still want more. And that's where I'd like us to start our conversation. That's the point of departure, right? I just wanted to move from that point to see how do you navigate gratitude and ambition without feeling like they can't coexist or without being ashamed. Guti, yes, I'm here. I have the things that I have the people that I have in my life. And just because you're thinking I'm grateful or I'm content, then you need to stop desiring for more. And that's where I've been, that's where I've been for the past like 2-3 years. If I'm not, that's just a wild but closest guess for those number of years. I've just been scared to, not to dream, but I have always dreamed, but been scared to chase the dream, right? Because in my mind and in my heart, I would always feel like if I chase after that, then would it mean that I'm ungrateful of what I have now, which was something that I prayed for, and now it would be like I'm abandoning an answered prayer because now I've realized something beyond that and I'm dreaming for that, I'm praying for that. It means that, I'm letting go of what this is. But over some time, with reading, with watching a lot of podcasts, and also just being in the podcast space also just opens up my mind to, different perspectives and different point of views to say, just because I am grateful for where I am does not mean that I need to, stay stagnant and still and not desire for more and not aspire for more. No, that's not what I'm saying. And part of the things that I wrote down in my notes, please give me a second and a half. Part of the things that I wrote down in my notes is, it's very valid, being grateful and appreciating what you have, but still realizing and acknowledging that you are capable of more than that. And right now, I am in that position whereby, yes, I am where I am. I have the things that I have right now, but my mind still wishes for things that are beyond, things that are not in this present moment. And I've been scared to fully operate in the place of desiring those things because it felt I carried this guilt. Guti, oh my goodness, how dare I? How dare I want something beyond this? But something hold me back into my mind to remind me that it's not, and this is something that I got to write down, that it's not greed to want growth, better opportunities, peace, success, or fulfillment while still appreciating the present. So that's where I am right now, where I've just clocked it now recently that actually I don't have to feel guilty, right? I do acknowledge that it is a blessing to be where I am. I do acknowledge that it is an answered prayer. And every single day, one thing that I never forget to do and to say is, God, thank you, because I acknowledge and I recognize the magnitude of the gift and the blessing of just life itself, being alive, being in good health, being in a position where I can take care of myself and I can show up for the people that I love, my family, when they need me and in the best ways possible. I acknowledge all of those things, and me desiring for things beyond this is not disregarding where I am right now. And me desiring the things that I'm desiring does not mean I'm neglecting, being present in this moment. I am fully present. One thing about it, I am fully present. I intentionally also, I wake up every single day and I recognize that it is a blessing that I am still alive. It is a privilege that, I am in good health. I have a job. I have a roof over my head. I have food. I am warm. I have warm water. I have electricity. All of these things, I fully appreciate those things, which to me, in my mind, they could easily seem minute as compared to the things that I'm desiring. But I am so in touch with my mind to know that, you know what? Someone else does not have those things. Someone else is desiring those things. But also to be cognizant of the fact that I do not want my gratitude to be based off of someone's lack. No, I want my gratitude to be grounded in my having those things. I do not want to say I am grateful because I have what someone else doesn't have. No, I just really just want my gratitude to be genuinely from my point of view, which I'm grateful because I have it, not compared to anyone else, right? And that's where basically right now where my mind is at, Wuti, I am letting go of the guilt that I've carried for so long. My goodness, I'm realizing a pattern here that I am addressing a lot of guilt and grief. In the past 3 videos, guilt and grief has been really at the top and at the tip of my tongue, but we're neither here nor there. So I've just been trying to shed off the guilt of wanting more when I realize that I am in an answered prayer, because it is an answered prayer. At some point, I remember I would be like, oh my goodness, just to wake up and do something, because it felt like my mind was so mundane and it felt like I am losing a cell of my brain or two every single day. And it's taking away from who I am. It's taking away from the liveliness of myself. And it was not nice. And now to be in a position where, I am fully active. I wanted to be here for so long because I'm like, no, I can't move away from this place because this was a place I prayed to be and to exist in. But now I'm just like, no, man, it's really not greed. It's really not greed. Gratitude and ambition can coexist. Actually, they can coexist. So yeah, I am learning. It's becoming like second nature now to be in a position where I'm like, I am truly and fully grateful, but that's still, I want to still go forward. I still want to, I'm still aspiring for more. I'm still chasing for more, and do not also, while chasing for more, I am very aware to not neglect and let go of the duty and the responsibility that lies on me to appreciate where and what I have right now. So, is it a healthy mindset? Is it healthy to appreciate here, now, and still want there and then, right? Of course it is. I truly believe that it is. Something I came across was that gratitude keeps you grounded and ambition keeps you moving. So I feel like that's the best balance. I feel like that's the best balance, because in as much as you want to keep moving, you do not want to keep moving while you're just floating and just moving with air. You want to move from a place of being grounded, and gratitude is one of the things that will keep you grounded. And I truly believe that there is no better key to open up other opportunities, broader opportunities, than gratitude. Like appreciating the moment that you exist in the present moment truly opens up like much more than you can ever imagine. And also another thing that really sticks out at the top of my head, I remember sometime, I think it was last year, if not the year before last, I was having a conversation with someone, and I remember saying to them, and I think this was from a place of me trying to hold on because of the guilt that I mentioned earlier. I said that I think it was fairly when I had just started my job, if I'm not making a mistake. I remember saying that I do not want to dream of something beyond this and now, because I want to live here, exist here, operate here, fully embed myself in this moment and in this opportunity before I go there. And I do not want the image and the possibility of who I can and may become distort the view and take away the responsibility from myself to appreciate the person that I am right now, right? And although that may be true, I realize now that that was not from a place of true honesty. It was from a place of just guilt. Guti, I fear chasing that girl that I know I can be, that woman that I know that I can be, because I feel like I'd be, like it would be a disservice to this one that fought to be here or there at that time. And now I'm just like checking myself out to know that was not from a genuine place. It was from a place of fear. And I have had to unlearn certain things. I have had to question certain things. And the answers to those things have not been the kindest, because I realized, Uguti, I held on or I hold on to things, to people. And I always say how I don't have like, detachment issues, which I do still believe I don't. But to some extent, I hold on to things. I hold on to people because of fear, the fear that this may be the best, the fear that they may just be the very best and it does not get better than that. And so I tend to, hold on very tightly, because I'm like, oh, if I lose this, if I lose this job, if I lose this person, if I lose this friendship, then I may not get anything better than that. And that in a way shuts down my dreams and my ambitions. And that's such a disservice to self, because I truly believe, Uguti, if there's a dream in your heart and in your mind, it is not coincidence that it's there. It was planted there because it is a future that has been destined for you. It is a version of yourself that you just need to align to. It's that person exists, that future exists. You just need to find ways and just be aligned, in your path to grow into becoming that person. I don't believe with every bit of me, Uguti, you could dream just out of reach. You could dream just randomly. No, I truly believe that we dream of the things that we are meant to become. You dream of it because it's yours. You dream of it because it's embedded in you. It's in you. It's yours. It's within you, right? So when you dream of it, it's because it belongs to you. So it's not realistic to say you getting there or you becoming that person you dreamed of is greed. Nope. And it took a bit of reading, a bit of exposure to material that has sort of unlocked my mind, and that has also liberated me from that guilt of, I can't let go of this girl chasing that woman because I'm thinking I'd be unfair to this girl. But now I'm like, how unfair then am I to that one who I have not experienced? At least this one, if it is an unfair situation, at least, girl, I was here, I came. But how about that one who will always be waiting for me and I never get there, right? I think that's then the biggest disservice and therefore the most unfortunate and unfair part. And I do not want to be the person who leaves with, always wondering how it could have been or who I could have been just because of fear. Right now, I'm just like, okay, let me be here. I was here. Let's go to that girl. And not because I'm hopping around versions of myself, but I'm just allowing myself to transition as in how it feels in my body and in my spirit. There's a quote that I always love to reference, Wuti, I will walk as if I am guided, even when it feels like I'm guessing. And today, part of the word like in scripture that was shared was in the book of, I think it was in the book of Isaiah 46, if I'm not making a mistake, right? And it's a script, I always forget, the exact passage, but it's in alignment with the quotes that I just shared. So I'm just paraphrasing right now. It says that when you walk in the wrong direction, the Lord will tap you on your shoulder and swerve you into the right one. So if you're walking left and you should be walking towards right, He will tap you and bring you into the right path. So it's just that we'd see, I will walk as if I'm guided, even when it feels like I'm guessing. And if I'm getting lost, I know that I will be redirected. So even in chasing myself, if I took a step faster than I should have, I trust that I will be brought back, right? Unlike standing still in a moment that I'm not even meant to spend 2 days, and find myself spending 5 weeks. No, I would rather not jump around, but really just move, allow myself to transition, allow myself to be fluid. And I would also like to implore you and yours to also just be, kind to yourself and kind to the woman that you're trying to become, or the gent that you're trying to become. Accommodate that goal, welcome that person that you're trying to become. Do not hold on to the person that you are just because you think and you feel like it's the best. No, the fact that you're still alive truly means that there is an even better version of you than the one that you are right now that awaits you. So don't do that one at the service of not showing up, because it will haunt you down. Trust me, I've been haunted by versions of myself. And when I've gotten there, there's just been like a great sense of peace. And just because of that peace that I've realized, it has made me more eager to chase even more versions of myself, like even better versions of myself, without any fear, but also realizing that it may not be the best decision, but still it's a decision that I had to make. And if it's wrong, it's a lesson learned. Unlike staying and standing still. Right. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm really just trying to keep it short. YouTube culture. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and tell your friends to tell their friends and their loved ones too, that they can come on and, share their thoughts and views, and really let's just engage. Right. So today I was just saying that I am grateful. I am content. I am appreciative, but I still want more, because more still exists, definitely. So yeah, I'd like to pack it there. And just to end it off, I would like to remind you that gratitude keeps you grounded, while ambition keeps you moving. They can coexist. Thank you so much from me and mine to you and yours. Good night. It's good night from my side, guys. I don't know what time of the day you're watching this, but goodbye. Goodbye.